bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Don't get nervous. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
First carry carry for Nick Chubb. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
The ball carrier. Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Blue there. Line 55. I'm going back to you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carrier. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 31, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. It's now Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mixon on the toss right. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Burrow on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Complete.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And
let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Play fake. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
23 yards.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. Mac Wilson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
To Joe Mixon.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
27 on the play.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
51.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. To Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mayfield. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 20.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Browns first down.
That one is caught by Hunt. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Yeah, let's get set.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Check. Check it back, check it back. Point it right.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Check. Check out. Hot.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check. Mike, 55. Right there.
Mayfield on play action. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I'm coming after you. Check it out, real. 57's left. You'll get the ball.
Now Mayfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jordan Evans.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
On the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Drop deep.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch out. Tight dog.
Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. It will push his way through. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Mixon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 13-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Gain of 3. 1st down, Cincinnati.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down. Here's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Williams. The pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Bengals.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just delivered.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. One got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Touchdown, defense. Check 9, check 9. Wall. Regular. Check 52. Hey, watch it. He's checking. Crash. Check 99. Check 37.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Now 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
King.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamp. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Tighten up. Show it up.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Check safety.
A run for Nick Chubb, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down. Tonight's final score, Browns.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.